The upper edge of the painting described her, who was stared at with such intensity by his...
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to be filming a 24-hour reading challenge. I've never done one of these before. This is my first time. I'm going to be reading Dracula Park. This one is by Dana Gregorcy. One thing that I'm super excited about is some poetry from Sanguine and then Nothing Hurts Like a Girl at this literary festival in Cluj-Napoca, and I'm super excited because this is going to be the first time performing in Romania. But yeah, I'm going to take you along on this journey and I hope you enjoy it.
And in any case, the...
Drinking a lovely... God, I almost stepped on something and crushed my foot. I'm reading this book here, The Damned, translated from French, and it's really interesting. It's like this guy is writing a biography of the killer and murderer Giles. It's a really interesting take on the medieval times, Satanism, it's occultism, and all these different literary accounts that inspired Giles. So Giles is actually a real person, so it's really interesting. I thought this book was non-fiction, just the way it's written. The cover is really interesting. It reminds me of The Garden of Earthly Delights. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into reading. Hello everybody, I am snuggled up in my blankets and I'm reading The Unworthy. I'm on page 85 and I don't really know what to say of this book. It's very interesting. The writing is very unhinged. I'm going to try to get as many as I don't think I'm going to get through that many with this reading challenge. I think I'm only going to get through 1, 2, 3. I'm at 3 books probably because I'm not the fastest reader. Because I don't want to. The thing about challenges is I feel like it sucks. The whole main purpose of reading is supposed to be consuming fully in the heart, and what you're reading you fully take it in. Where I feel like with these challenges it kind of sucks that out. That said, I'm going to be reading some more, so yeah, here we go. So I'm going to finish this book, Là-bas, and we'll keep you updated. Alright, beautiful peeps, I just finished this book, Là-bas, and it was, it was interesting. I did like it, but I feel like it didn't really go down the road of that much medieval history, and I just realized that I'm actually saying his name wrong. This guy is writing this biography about this murderous man who committed these horrible crimes. Alright, so I got the proper pronunciation. It's Gilles de Rais. So Gilles de Rais got depressed and he got really broke, and so he had a lot of castles and he sold this one castle to this old man. I think it was a priest, and got his castle back, put the priest in a prison, and then he just started doing horrible things in this castle and murdering children and doing all these treacherous crimes, and eventually he gets caught. He has to confess all of his murders that he committed to this priest. He's going to get executed by hanging. Obviously, like I said, it's a story about Gilles de Rais. This guy's writing a biography about his life, but I feel like he could have gotten the basic, one part of the story. I thought he was gonna go deep dive into the story, but I feel like I could watch a better biography on YouTube than read this book. It was a good read. So what I'm going to read next on Audible and do some house cleaning, and then I'll get back to you. And then my final read is going to be Hungerstone by Kate Dunn. I'm super excited about that one. Alright, loves, I finished Dracula Park and I'm having an iced coffee. Anyways, I finished Dracula's Park, and I'm not gonna lie, didn't really like this one either, so I forgot to rate Là-bas. I'm gonna rate that one with a 2.5. It's more fun to listen to a book when you're in the country that you're listening, because this is like a fictional Romania basically. So that was a bit fun to listen to. I'll give this one probably like a 3-star. It wasn't like the best read in the world, it wasn't like the most magnificent, but it was an interesting, just fictional story about Vlad the Impaler and stuff like that. Hungerstone. I am so excited about this one because it's a retelling of the Carmilla story. Super excited to start this one. I have finished Hungerstone, and oh my goodness, this book was incredible. I absolutely love the atmospheric writing. The characters are interesting. I wish there was a bit more of Carmilla in the book than Lenore. The book was very well written. Obviously a modern type of writing. It had like swear words in it. This was an interesting take on it. Definitely did enjoy it. I would give this like a 4 star. I'm very happy that I chose to read this for the readathon. It really did aid in me to read more books, and I absolutely need that because I need to get through more of my books. So I read 4 books for this readathon, and can you imagine if I keep doing this, like how many books I can get through? So I'm definitely going to be doing this in the future. I am doing reading sprints on my Patreon if you wanted to join me there. I'm thinking to either do it weekly or monthly. I'm still in the beginning stages where I'm experimenting and seeing what works best for my schedule. If you want a reading buddy, if you want to hang out, join me on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please give this video a like because it really helps YouTube to push out my content. Thank you so much for joining me on this readathon. I really enjoyed it. I hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. À bientôt. Au revoir.